Hi, this video gives you a quick demonstration of Blocked the application. Blocked is an application to help manage dependencies and blockers at an organizational level. It's simply an application that is easy to create, resolve, and do analytics on blockers and dependencies within an organization. Now, the main window, it lists a set of open blockers, color-coded and sorted by urgency, then by age. So the color denotes the urgency, the age is the days that this blocker has been opened. And we always show them from the most urgent, oldest blocker first. Now, very quickly, we want you to actually start filtering at a team level because there's probably going to be too many at an organizational level. And the moment that you do that, you will start seeing that there's the teams themselves can actually see blockers where other teams are blocked by them. This is the biggest cause of blockers taking a long time to resolve. The other teams don't even realize or remember they're blocking you. There was an email 61 days ago and it's been forgotten about. So one of the features of Blocked is the fact that when you open a blocker on another team, they get a Slack message, they get an email message, and should they have this application open, a notification that a blocker has been opened on them so that they can see it immediately. And when they do, they can look at the urgency you've put on it at an organizational level. Again, all this is you can edit at an organizational level as an administrator. But the idea is that you take an organizational view on urgency, not a local team view on urgency. Because the other reason that blockers don't get solved quickly is that the other teams blocking you don't have the same opinion of urgency and cost of delay as you do. So by surfacing and making everyone having to agree on an organizational scale of urgency, we're hoping that the right blockers get fixed first. So filtering by team helps limit the number that you see, and the list is sorted in urgency, then age order. When you want to create a new blocker, you just hit the plus button on the screen, you give it a good cool title, blocker, then you actually give the team that is blocked, and then you give a team that is blocking. Again, why do you do that? So they get notifications and so that it appears on their list. You give it a couple of classification tags. Now, the idea of this is A, to look at the analytics to see which types of tags are on the increase and decline. And secondly, it helps you filter on what skill sets you might need to improve to actually be able to address these blockers faster. So if I did a security and API issue there, you'll sort of see that these tags get added to it. Is it affecting production? Is it a security related issue? We think it is, so it should appear pretty high on the list. And do we have a URL into Azure DevOps or Jira or any other web-based tool? If we do, place it here so that people can immediately open the item in your work tracking database and to see all the details. Now, the moment that we hit save there, you'll see it appears at the top of the list, and if we then go and filter on the website team, you'll see that they immediately know that they're blocked, that they blocked the legal team because it appears high on their list. Someone does something good, someone fixes the blocker and resolves it, they hit resolve. It disappears from that team's list. Where did it go? Went over onto the resolve tab. Let me just go back to all there. There's the blocker that we just fixed. It's sorted on this page in the last resolved first, because what we think is going to happen is sometimes you're going to say, no, that didn't work, and you're going to reopen it. And that way it will immediately go back onto the open list and bounce around for a while until you actually sort that out. Now, the fourth tab, our favorite, is the Analytics tab. Now, all of these analytics can be filtered by team or filtered by the different tag types, and that will help you dig into the extra detail. But let me explain what the charts are first. First of all, blockers in progress. It's the number of open blockers week by week, color-coded by how old those open blockers are. So more orange means older, more blue means more recent. blocker flow. Is the team keeping up, or is the organization keeping up? Are more blockers being created than resolved, or being resolved than created? This helps you make sure that there's the right focus and investment on blockers and features at an ongoing sustainable pace. The team versus team heat map. Well, sometimes it's really important to know which teams interact and have to work with and get blocked by other teams most often. This might help you make those teams share skills, cross-train, add resources, whatever you want to do. This heat map will show you particularly where you have dependency and blocker clusters between teams so that you can sort it out. And then we have the ranking, the tag and classification ranking charts. What they help you do is they help you see how often the type of blocker occurs and whether it's on the decline or on the increase. Now in this data, everything's getting better, just what we'd like to see. We see that the performance issues used to be the highest, but you dealt with them. Good on you. So what we want to try and help you do here is very quickly understand and celebrate progress made by reducing the number of times a certain classification tag gets allocated to a blocker, it occurs, and also understand the days lost due to different classifications, because they might occur frequently but not be very impactful. You need to balance those two, the ranking by count and the ranking by days lost, to work out where you should add investment to solve the right blockers. Now there's everything in Blocked App is configurable. The tags that you use, the classification tags, the color coding, the titles on the urgency scale, the ages that you see in the analytic charts and how you sort of integrate to Slack and Jira and so forth. At an organizational level, you have complete control over what you need to do. Any user can be given one of three levels. Owner, they're the ones we like. They pay, they use their credit card, they control the plan. Administrators get access to this organization dialog box to set the tags, manage teams, users, and so forth. And a user, they get to do everything except change the organizational settings. So there's a lot of configuration that you can do to make sure it fits you correctly. And that's why we give you learning mode. In learning mode, the data is kept separate from production. So you can play around with tags, add teams, add blockers, learn the system, teach others the system, and when you're ready, you can sort of flick over to production mode and not have junk data in your analytics. So that's Block the application. We hope that you enjoy using it as much as we do and have enjoyed building it. Just contact us at any time if you have any more questions, and thank you for your time.